Wow. Now that was a great reminder of the fantastic time that we had last year at the Tenaquip Foundation Walk4MD. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2021 Tenaquip Foundation Walk4MD. It's so great to see you all again. My name's Ryan Edgar, and I've been very proud to be a firefighter as part of the family with those that have neuromuscular disorders in the Muscular Dystrophy Canada family since 1996. And this year, I'm down in Costa Rica enjoying retirement, but I wanted to be sure to be with all of you. And you'll probably remember last year's co-host, Jag. Jag, are you there?
Bonjour, Ryan.
Hey, Ryan. So nice to see you again. Where are you walking today?
So, as I said before, I'm walking this year from beautiful Costa Rica, and I'm still with you.
I didn't think that looked like Canada. That's the great thing about a virtual event. Even though we miss gathering in person, we get to participate regardless of where we are. We've got a great show planned with some amazing guest stories and entertainment. And though I'm thrilled to be back, Ryan and I are passing the hosting duties on to two new MDC friends and supporters. Will, are you there?
Salut, Jag.
Hi, Jag. I'm so happy to be with you today for the Tenaquip Foundation Walk4MD. I'm Will Truman, a firefighter from Quebec. My involvement with MDC began as a child when my little brother Joe was diagnosed with Duchenne muscular dystrophy. Joe passed away in 2005 when he was only 27 years old and I was 29. More recently, I had the pleasure of putting together a team for the MDC High Rise Challenge. When I first got involved a few years ago, I had the honor of being paired with an ambassador, a child with MD. Brave little William was my first honorary captain. Hi, William. A few years later, I met my new captain, little Malek, and his twin brother Marcus. Hi, boys. This is precisely the reason for my continued involvement in MDC activities as a volunteer. The sense of duty to the exemplary courage of children and adults with neuromuscular diseases.
Well, thanks so much, Will, for keeping the firefighter connection of the walk going so strong. Now, Will's co-host this year is Dale Sheehan. Dale, are you there?
Hi, everyone. I'm Dale Sheehan from Calgary, Alberta. I have been involved with Muscular Dystrophy Canada since I was first diagnosed with a rare neuromuscular disorder as a child. I have been the grateful recipient of their support and encouragement ever since. I am very honored to be hosting today's walk. Thank you, Ryan and Jag, for the great job you did hosting last year. Have a great time and stay safe on the walk following the show today. Before we get any further into today's show, I want to point out that the Tenaquip Foundation Walk4MD can only happen because of an amazing community of support. First, I want to thank this year's title sponsor, the Tenaquip Foundation, who are longtime supporters of Muscular Dystrophy Canada, as well as our national sponsors, Roche and Robitaille Equipment, Inc., and our media sponsor, Global News, Global Saskatoon and Regina, Global Calgary and Edmonton, Global Winnipeg, Global Atlantic, Global Montreal, Global Toronto, 680 CJOB in Winnipeg, and 770 CHQR for their ongoing support.
Speaking of sponsors, global meteorologist Anthony Farnell is here to share what you can expect if you head outside for your walk today.
Thanks, William. Yes, I bring you the weather forecast every evening at 5:30 and 6, and I've seen my fair share of weather, obviously. I've also been a big supporter of Muscular Dystrophy Canada and especially the Walk4MD for years now. It's unfortunate that it is virtual, but so many charity events have been over the course of the last year, and we're so close to getting back to normal. But regardless of where you are in this beautiful country of ours, or what the weather may be in your community, it's still a great day for a walk across Canada. And you know what? Sometimes walking in the rain is pretty fun also. I understand we have some long-time teams joining us, like Team Muscle Rescue out in British Columbia, looking pretty nice and warm for your walk today. How about Tyler Monday walking in Saskatchewan? It's looking a little windy, but still pretty good day for a walk. Maybe wear an extra layer. Wheeling for the walk in Ontario. And how about Team Frankie all the way out in New Brunswick? On this side, well, it's looking good for your walk today as well, and thank you so much for your continued support. I want to thank everyone for participating in the walk and for supporting the neuromuscular disorder community. Be sure to post photos on social media using the hashtag Walk4MD so we can see how you chose to walk or roll this year, and of course, if my weather forecast was accurate or not. Back to you, Dale.
Thanks, Anthony. I can't wait to see those photos as well. So how about we get this party started? Up first, I'm excited to introduce Mark and Sergey Krudik. Mark, who was diagnosed with Duchenne muscular dystrophy, started playing the trumpet at the age of 11. Inspired by close friends, teachers, family, including his dad, Sergey, another talented musician, and many great trumpet players, Mark is now almost 25 years old and encourages everyone to live their dreams. Mark says, just because you have a disability, it should not stop you from doing what you love to do. You can all do it. You have to have the willpower and the positive attitude. Most importantly, believe in yourself and don't let anyone stop you from reaching your dreams. Take it away, Mark and Sergey. Thank you so much, Mark and Sergey. What a great way to kick off the 2021 Tenaquip Foundation Walk4MD. I want to point out that we have done our best to provide content in both English and French today, because walk participants come from every corner and coast in Canada. So throughout the show, translations will be provided in English and French by our wonderful interpreter, Nicole Gagnon.
C'est incroyable le nombre de personnes qui sont avec nous aujourd'hui.
It's amazing how many people we have joining us. I want to point out a couple of amazing teams from Quebec: Isabelle Rioux-Mathieu, Robitaille Equipment Inc., Coalex, and Team Moving Muscles. That's what makes this event truly unique. It brings together our whole MDC community: clients, firefighters, chapters, researchers, healthcare professionals, volunteers, supporters, donors, board members, and MDC staff. But it's more than just a community, we're a family.
Sadly, though, over the past year, we have lost some friends, family, and loved ones. Let's take a moment now to remember and honor those who are no longer with us.
Thank you, everyone. Our Walk family includes each and every one of you who are tuning in to our virtual event today, all those who register and fundraise, and the generous donors who support our participants. We'll be announcing the grand total raised later in the show, so be sure to stay with us for the next 40 minutes so you don't miss hearing how much we all raise together. You'll get to experience some great entertainment, hear inspirational stories, and get an official Walk4MD send-off from our firefighter partners who've been by our side for 65 years. Now I'd like to introduce Stacy Linton, CEO of MDC.
Stacy.
Thank you, William. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the 2021 Tenaquip Foundation Walk for Muscular Dystrophy. Thank you for your continued support as we walk and roll as one virtually for a second year. Without your tireless support and dedication, Muscular Dystrophy Canada would not be able to provide critical programs and services, advocate for positive change, and invest in life-changing research. We just cannot thank you enough. I'd wish we'd be meeting in person this year as we have in the past, but with the pandemic ongoing, your health and safety is our main priority. So here we are again this year, coming together while staying apart thanks to technology. Today is a special opportunity to connect with one another as a nation virtually. For those of you who are new to the walk today, we welcome you. Since March 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic has changed all of our lives. For MDC, the impact has been significant. We've experienced a significant decrease in our fundraising revenue, and at the same time, an increase in demand for our programs and services. But we continue to persevere. We'll continue to work tirelessly to support our clients and their families in a meaningful way, even during uncertain and challenging times. I want to give a heartfelt thank you to all of our amazing volunteers, firefighters, donors, sponsors, supporters, partners, and staff who've supported the Tenaquip Foundation Walk for Muscular Dystrophy. We are grateful for your time, fundraising, and support. We know that with your continued support, we'll continue to make a difference in the lives of Canadians affected by neuromuscular disorders. Now it's my sincere pleasure to introduce you to Donna Nixon, our chair of the Muscular Dystrophy Canada Board of Directors. Donna, before I turn things over to you, I would like to say thank you to you and your team, the Boardwalkers.
Thanks, Stacey. And yes, the Boardwalkers are back again this year. Our team really looks forward to this event every year and to a little bit of friendly competition with other board members, all in the spirit of raising funds to benefit our clients and the broader neuromuscular community.
On behalf of the Muscular Dystrophy Canada Board of Directors, welcome to the 2021 Tenaquip Foundation Walk for Muscular Dystrophy. As the chair of the board of directors, I want to extend a special welcome to all the volunteers who work tirelessly to bring the walk together each year. Although we are unable to gather in person again this year, we understand the important role you play in making events like this, and our greatest gratitude is extended to you. Thank you for all you do every day at Muscular Dystrophy Canada.
I really hope that you enjoy the show, and I can't wait to see all of your photos on social media. Thanks to all of you, and take care.
Thank you, Stacey and Donna. Muscular Dystrophy Canada really does have the best supporters. And this year, we are happy to add the Walk4MD Research Champions to that list. Through the Walk4MD this year, we wanted to highlight the impact research is having, and who better to hear from than the researchers and clinicians working tirelessly towards a better diagnosis, improved treatments, and ultimately a cure, and the Canadians who are benefiting from these advancements. So let's get to know our Walk4MD research champions a little bit better.
Hello, my name is Gerald Pfeffer, and I am a clinician researcher at the University of Calgary in Calgary, Alberta. My work is in genetic neuromuscular diseases, and with your support, we're going to be able to learn more about the best ways to diagnose these conditions and hopefully eventually provide cures.
Hello, my name is Martine Tétrault. I'm a researcher at the CHUM Research Center in Montreal. I work in the field of genomics to better understand neuromuscular diseases such as muscular dystrophies. With your support, we will be able to help patients get a better diagnosis, better follow-up, and ultimately develop new treatments.
My name is Robin Parks, and I am a researcher at the Ottawa Hospital Research Institute in Ottawa. I'm also chair of the Muscular Dystrophy Canada Medical and Scientific Advisory Committee. With your support, we can continue our research dedicated to improving our understanding of the underlying cause of NMD and develop new treatment options for these diseases.
Hello, my name is Nicolas Christian. I am primarily a clinician and a researcher in pediatric neuromuscular diseases in Quebec City. Thanks to you, we will be able to support research in pediatric neuromuscular diseases in Quebec City, amongst others, to discover new diseases and propose therapeutic options to patients with pediatric neuromuscular diseases. As you know, there are many promising opportunities for those with NMDs, such as spinal muscular atrophy or Duchenne muscular dystrophy. Hello, my name is Bernard Bresch. I am a clinical researcher in neuromuscular diseases at the Montreal Neurological Institute and Hospital. I work in the field of neuromuscular diseases, particularly neurogenetics. With your support, we can continue to develop more specific treatments for NMDs in Canada, and in this way, improve the quality of life of patients and their families. The Tenaquip Foundation's Walk for Muscular Dystrophy enables DMC to raise much-needed funds in support of the Canadian neuromuscular disease community. We look forward to joining community members across the country for this important, inspiring, and fun virtual event.
Hi, my name is Dr. Reshma Amin, and I'm a clinician researcher at the Hospital for Sick Children in Toronto, Canada. My work is in the field of pediatric neuromuscular disease, especially for those children that require respiratory technology at home. With your support, we can work together to improve the quality of life of these children.
What an amazing group of people. Walk4MD research champions were selected based on their scientific contributions to the NMD and the Muscular Dystrophy Canada family. We are so fortunate to have them on our team. Thank you, research champions, for all that you do for the NMD community. During the pandemic this past year, MDC was successfully able to regroup, reevaluate, and focus on key priorities. That meant continuing to invest in life-changing research. In fact, MDC just invested in 7 new research grants in 2021, all the while providing Canadians with support services and programs at a time when requests were increasing and capacity to provide these resources diminished. Please join me in welcoming MDC Vice President, Programs and Services, Marie-Hélène Bolduc, who helped lead the MDC team through these challenging times. Marie-Hélène?
Merci, William.
Thank you, William. This past year has been a difficult one for our community, and the pandemic continues to present new challenges, but it has also allowed us to be creative and demonstrate our great resilience. Together, we are working through this unprecedented time and finding new ways to support each other. As the pandemic began, the demand for our programs and services increased. We quickly began offering our support virtually and were able to connect via networking events, caregiver weekends, virtual meetings, and more to help our community. Last year, we had over 24,000 interactions with our community and provided support via email, mail, virtual meetings, and phone calls. In this way, we helped our clients navigate complex systems, including equipment, housing, transportation, finances, and mental health. Of course, we were able to continue to do outreach in schools, but virtually. And through our equipment program, we provided funding so that 910 clients could access the equipment and treatment they needed. All of this was only possible because of the support that MDC receives from Canadians like you. Thanks to WALK participants, donors, volunteers, sponsors, and firefighters, DMC was able to continue to meet the needs of the neuromuscular disease community. Once again, thank you for supporting the Walk4MD and Canadians from coast to coast.
Thank you, Marie-Hélène, for sharing that. If you are interested in learning more about the programs and services offered by MDC, head over to muscle.ca after the show, of course. As Marie-Hélène mentioned, it is because of the generosity of our community that MDC has been able to provide support to individuals and families. Let's meet some of them now.
Bonjour.
Hello, my name is Natalia. I'm Cindy. We both have spinal muscular atrophy. Thanks to MDC, our independence has been improved due to staff who allow us to play and do floor exercises. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jaylee. And because of Muscular Dystrophy Canada, I've been able to grow as a leader and share my story, advocating to increase awareness and create connections in the neuromuscular community. I've had the opportunity to assist with Muscular Dystrophy Canada awareness campaigns and to take a leadership role in connecting youth through network activities. I've even had the opportunity to speak to over 200 firefighters and even became an honorary firefighter. I hope you guys all have a wonderful time walking or rolling in a safe distance.
Hi, my name is Danielle, and because of the MDC networks, it has allowed me to connect with and hear inspiring stories of other people's journey through life with MD. It's helped me to realize I'm not alone. Being part of the networks is important to me because I know they are here to offer support, answer questions, and give advice. It has helped me to grow as an individual and be proud of all my accomplishments, no matter how big or small. Being part of the MDC network has inspired me to become more involved in the network itself, and as well as helping other people.
My name is Catherine Boivin. I have spinal muscular atrophy, and I am proud to work with Muscular Dystrophy Canada to advocate for Canadians with neuromuscular disorders. MDC is doing vital work to advance the development of and access to treatment and care across Canada. Thank you for your support.
My name is Michael, and because of MDC, I was well informed about the increased risk of complications from COVID-19. I have Becker muscular dystrophy, and MDC advocated for me to be prioritized to receive vaccination. Thanks, MDC.
Hello, my name is Jasmine Côté. I am from the beautiful region of the Saguenay-Lac-Saint-Jean. Thanks to MDC and its networking meetings, my daughter Sarah and I have been able to benefit from sound advice from experts throughout the year.
Hello, my name is Ray, and I'm here to talk to you about Muscular Dystrophy Canada and how they were instrumental in helping me achieve a better sense of independence. I was tired of driving around in my dilapidated van, being chauffeured by friends and family to choir, swimming, social events. So I decided to check out the purchase of another van, and much to my surprise, it was very expensive. I contacted Muscular Dystrophy Canada, and happily, they did help me out. They helped me with my hand controls, my brake controls, the mechanisms for rolling my chair into its spot for the driver's seat, and my steering controls. They also helped with the overall purchase of my van. Thank you, Muscular Dystrophy Canada, to help with my independence.
I am an occupational therapist in home support for people with physical disabilities. Thanks to the webinar offered by MDC, I have acquired new knowledge on environmental control systems. This knowledge will allow me to better support people with neuromuscular conditions.
My name is Jamie Kochberg-Ziv, and I'm a teacher at Discovery Public School in the York Region District School Board. Our grade 5 and 6 classes had the privilege of participating in the Muscle Facts presentation from Muscular Dystrophy Canada, and I am so thankful that we did. The presentation was insightful, interesting, and informative. The students learned so much and sparked many thoughtful questions from them. The presentation started out with explaining what a muscle is and the job of muscles in our bodies. The neuromuscular disorders were explained using practical, kid-friendly language that the students were able to understand. It was really interesting for the students to learn what muscular disorders could look like. The message was clear that people with and without muscular disorders can do the same things. They might require more time, breaks, tools, and supports. I really like the emphasis on the strategies for students on how they can support their friends. It was a clear message of kindness and support. Thank you to the Muscular Dystrophy Canada for a wonderful, wonderful presentation.
Thanks to MDC, I received a great deal of psychological and physical support during the most difficult moments in my life. I thank Ms. Veronique and others for continuing to support me to this day, as well as the volunteers, or, as I call them, the angels of MDC.
Hi, my name is Darren Mulligan. This is my son Isaac, my other boy Jacob. Both boys have been clients of Muscular Dystrophy Canada for the last 17 years. And throughout those years, Muscular Dystrophy Canada and the staff have always been a wealth of knowledge when it comes to questions that we might have in regards to everyday life with living with muscular dystrophy and everything that goes with that. So thanks to all at Muscular Dystrophy, you've been great.
Bonjour. Hello, my name is Diane. Thanks to MDC and its staff, including Ms. Véronique Pinchot, whenever I placed a call, I was listened to, encouraged, and given genuine support. A big thank you for the technical support at all times.
Wow, c'est incroyable.
Wow, that's incredible. Thank you to each and every one of you for sharing your stories with us. Research is such an important part of providing hope to families living with a neuromuscular disorder diagnosis. MDC's Director of Research and Public Policy, Dr. Omira Osman, joins us to tell us about the work that MDC is able to do to support research and the research community, thanks to supporters like you.
Thank you, William. Muscular Dystrophy Canada is a dedicated Canadian source of funding for neuromuscular research. Despite an unprecedented time and thanks to the support of the neuromuscular community, MDC has been able to maintain momentum and ensure the advances currently taking place in research are accelerated. In fact, just a few weeks ago, we announced funding for 7 new research projects, and that we would be able to continue our support of 12 active research studies from previous years. In the past 5 years alone, MDC has spent $6.55 million on research initiatives. Seeking knowledge is part of the neuromuscular journey. Whether you are searching for information on clinical trials, looking for updates in therapies and treatments, seeking a better understanding of a diagnosis, learning how to manage and cope effectively, finding the right evidence-based information is key. Because of generous donors, MDC has been able to provide this information and help move research evidence into action. We help communicate research findings to those who need it by sharing information in a user-friendly and in an accessible way. We advocate for policy changes that will have a positive influence on people living with neuromuscular disorders, such as fair and timely access to innovative medicines and therapies, and we help to facilitate partnerships so that the Canadian neuromuscular lived experience is at the forefront of clinical care and research. This past year, we launched a successful webinar series that gave us the ability to share evidence-based information with our community. And we were able to deliver our first ever virtual neuromuscular conference, reaching over 1,000 people across the country. We also developed a decision aid for COVID-19 vaccines, and we continue to help influence positive change. This work includes advocating for access to treatments, fair COVID-19 triage protocols, and virtual assessments for assistive devices. To ensure you can access research-related information easily, we also launched a research hotline. So you can call or email us at research@muscle.ca to receive the information you need. The piece we're probably most excited about is for the first time ever, the neuromuscular community is seeing treatments become available for some neuromuscular disorders. Because of research, people are also receiving diagnoses earlier. And this is important so that when treatments become available, they're able to access it. You will hear some of these stories from members of our community today. At MDC, we believe knowledge is power. And while neuromuscular journeys can be different, thanks to your support, we are able to influence and improve the lives of Canadians affected by neuromuscular disorders, increase the collective power of the community, and get one step closer to cures. Thank you for the role you play in helping to make these incredible advancements possible. Have a great time today when you walk or roll.
Thank you, Hamira. Through research, many individuals living with neuromuscular disorders are getting confirmed diagnosis for the first time ever. This can mean different things to different people, but for Jenna Kendall, it meant that a treatment was available. Hi, Jenna. Welcome to the virtual Walk4MD. Tell us about your story.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jenna. I am from Chaville, Quebec. And I'm excited to be a part of today's event. Thank you for having me. Happy to share a little bit about my journey and my diagnosis. So living with a rare disease, I was originally first diagnosed in 1997 with a limb-girdle muscular dystrophy, and I had an unknown subtype, and that just means that the doctors were never able to pinpoint what genetic markers were causing my deterioration in my muscles. Fast forward into 2019, a friend of mine on a Facebook group which I'm part of shared an article, a research article, and the title of that article was Anti-HMGCR myopathy resembles limb-girdle muscular dystrophy. So for 23 years, I had been hoping and praying for a diagnosis of specifically what limb-girdle muscular dystrophy I had. You might be wondering why it was really important. And so those of you that aren't familiar with muscular dystrophy, it's a key factor in being eligible for clinical studies or trials or possible treatments if they become available. So the doctors need to know specifically what they're dealing with. Now, the article title just grabbed my attention right away, and I read it over and over and over. And although it didn't match my medical history, there was enough in there to make me wonder. And so I decided to take this article to my doctor, and she agreed to have my blood work run and tested for this autoimmune disorder. And fast forward 6 weeks later, we had an actual diagnosis. So she called me in her office and was very excited to tell me that, in fact, I did not have limb-girdle muscular dystrophy, and she was confident I actually had this autoimmune disorder. So I went from not knowing what type of muscular dystrophy I had to all of a sudden finding out I don't have muscular dystrophy, but I had another neuromuscular disorder. And I still am part of the Muscular Dystrophy Canada family because this neuromuscular disorder is just an autoimmune disorder and not a genetic one. So lucky for both of us, we get to stay connected over the next, however many years. That being said, I am a true advocate. I support and encourage you all to participate in reading articles, because we all know that having a rare condition and a rare disorder, we may be the only patients our family doctors have with these symptoms and these diagnoses. I really do believe that sharing information that leads people to the answers is going to help everybody in general. So it's also important to remember that research is happening all of the time. And with that being said, I'm happy to continue with my advocacy with supporting research. And I'm part of the Ottawa Hospital Patient Advisory Board, and sharing my story on their channels. But also, I've just recently started up with the Neuromuscular Disease Network of Canada, and being one of their patient advisors as well for research. So I'm looking forward to that next chapter as well. I'd also just like to take one more minute and just thank all of the researchers for all of that they do all around the world, and it all comes together eventually and helps support the doctors, because the doctors are really only able to diagnose us patients with conditions and stuff that the researchers are finding and putting together. So thank you to all the doctors and the researchers, and thank you to Muscular Dystrophy Canada for being the ties that keeps us all together. So I hope everybody has a great day today, walking and rolling across coast to coast, and look forward to seeing you at the next event. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Jenna, for sharing your story and for your work advocating and educating others. Jenna has been a walk participant since 2007, and I've been told we have a number of longtime walk teams and participants here with us today.
So thank you, Team Anderson in Manitoba, Kai's Guys and Gals in Alberta, Galactic Empire in Nova Scotia, and Ross's Rollers in BC for your continued support.
From longtime Walk4MD participants to a new member of the MDC family, I am pleased to introduce you to Liliana Wild. Liliana's father was recently diagnosed with a neuromuscular disorder, and she reached out to MDC for support. We all know NMDs don't just have the impact on the individual diagnosed, but their family and friends and loved ones. Please welcome talented singer-songwriter Liliana Wild.
Hi, my name is Liliana, and my dad was diagnosed with FSHD in 2014. Leading up to his diagnosis was really difficult and isolating for him and our family. It felt like this endless string of doctor's appointments with no answers, and undiagnosis and misdiagnosis and back to undiagnosed again, until finally figuring out that he had FSHD. Shortly after that, we found Muscular Dystrophy Canada, and it was so nice to have a community and someone to answer our questions. The work that MDC does for families, patients, caregivers is so important, and we are so grateful to have found this organization. Thank you, MDC. We appreciate the work that you do so much.
Hi, I'm Liliana Wild, and this is Midnight Village, and we're gonna sing a song called Catch a Flight that we wrote together.
You're headed back to the coast, You take a little piece of me where you go, go, go. You left your scent on my clothes. Couple more months, I don't know if you're coming home. I am here, you're there, we're both alone. We say goodnight over the phone. It's not enough, 'cause I need you close. Catch a flight through the night, I'll be there in a minute. Tell me now, say it loud, it's my love that you're missing. 'Cause it's your love that I'm missing.
This bed is cold in LA. You're never there when I wake, wake. I put my soul on display. Couple more months, all this space getting in my way.
I'm here, you're there, we're both alone. We say goodnight over the phone. It's not enough, 'cause I need you close. Close. Catch a flight through the night, I'll be there in a minute. Tell me now, say it loud, it's my love that you're missing. 'Cause it's your love that I'm missing. I just die every time when I'm loving and kissing. Tell me now, say it loud, it's my love that you're missing. 'Cause it's your love that I'm missing.
Thank you, Liliana, for sharing your story and talent with us. For families like Liliana's that are affected by neuromuscular disorders, research gives them hope for the future. For the first time ever, we are starting to see treatments for some neuromuscular disorders. Our next guest, Carolyn Lapointe, lives with spinal muscular atrophy, and because of research, she is able to access a treatment for the disorder that is impacting her life in many ways. Here's Carolyn to share her story.
Bonjour,
Hello,
je m'appelle
my
Caroline
name is Caroline
Lapointe et je suis
Lapointe, and
membre
I'm a
de
member of
Dystrophie Musculaire
MDC.
Canada.
It is such an honor for me to speak to you today about something that is near and dear to my heart, my health. Unfortunately, it is often when we stand to lose it or are afraid of losing it that we realize how precious it is. Here is my story. 2 years ago, I went to the hospital brimming with excitement. You know, usually when I go, I'm apprehensive and worried, I guess. But this time, it was different. I walked through the hospital doors with the feeling that life was giving me a second chance. Why? Because scientists had searched for and found a drug that would thwart the progression of my disease. It wasn't science fiction, it was real, close to home, and it was accessible. Unbelievable. This drug is Spinraza, and my disease is spinal muscular atrophy type 2. I can't tell you how much the news of this drug changed my life. When I heard about it, I was hopeful that I would be able to access it. And now, I have been taking it for 2 years. I am no longer constantly afraid of losing my strength, my autonomy, and any real gains made. 2 years, and I am stronger, more energetic, and I no longer come to the end of the day feeling like I've run out of gas. What a difference. I have more strength in my arms, so that I can actually raise a glass with ease, drink without a straw, and even eat a burger. No easy feat when you lack strength. These are little things that make a huge difference to me. My breathing capacity has also improved, which is in itself miraculous because breath is life. Spinraza has allowed me to regain muscle strength, but has also given me hope that things will get better. For the first time, I can look to the future with confidence. That's amazing. I keep hoping to make even more gains. I am doing my exercises to help Spinraza so that it can help me. Today is the Walk4MD, and I really wanted to thank you for your dedication and your commitment because they have made a big difference in my life. Thank you to the participants, donors, and research champions. Your efforts mean more than you know. Thank you so very much. Thank you, Caroline, for sharing your story. Continued funding for research is so important so we can have more stories like Caroline's. We couldn't do it without the fundraising efforts of our Walk4MD participants and the communities who support them. Let's talk to a few of them.
Hello everyone, we're the Mino family from Niagara's Team Christopher.
This will be our 11th year participating in the Walk for Muscular Dystrophy.
This walk would not be a success without the support of our numerous donors and support from family, friends, firefighters, and the community.
Thank you so much for your ongoing generosity and support.
Thank you!
Hello from Southeast Saskatchewan. I'm Kelly.
And I'm Quinn. And we are a part of our family's Team W5, aka the Wiltons.
We have been involved with Muscular Dystrophy Canada since 2009
and have been participating in the Regina Walk for the last 7 years.
We as a family feel empowered through our fundraising and advocacy efforts within our community.
These efforts are made possible through the endless love and support of our family, friends, and community.
You just can't beat the love in small town Saskatchewan.
Even though we can't gather together, we still walk together.
Here's to another great walk, everyone.
We are members of Team Sparks and we've been participating in the Walk for Muscular Dystrophy for over 15 years. We wouldn't have been as successful if it was not for the support of our donors, sponsors, and community. Thank you very much for your generosity.
We are Team Malik, Fighting 53. This will be our 6th year participating in the Walk4MD. This walk would not be possible without the support of our donors and the community. Thank you very much for your generosity.
Hi everyone, we're from Team Devotion to Motion, and this is our 8th year walking at the Walk4MD. On behalf of everyone who has been fundraising for MDC, we want to thank all of the donors and our community for helping us achieve all of our goals. Thank you!
Thank you!
Thank you!
It is so inspiring to meet all of these teams and hear about the support they receive from their friends, families, and communities. Thank you all. Now I'm pleased to introduce some talented firefighters and friends. Please welcome John Sobey, Al Lemieux, Scott Marks, and Michael Mitch. They are Dirt Road.
Wish that angel would
C'était génial.
Oh, that was awesome.
Merci.
Thank you for that. It's so much fun to see the energy behind firefighter support for MDC. With that, we are nearing the end of our show today, but first we have a big announcement to make. Stacy, are you there?
I'm here, Will. And I cannot wait to tell everyone how much has been raised thanks to their amazing fundraising efforts and donations.
Okay, that calls for a drum roll. Can we get a drum roll, please?
We know there are many teams who are still doing their Walk4MD events in the coming weeks, and donations are still coming in. But I'm thrilled to announce that as of today, the 2021 Tenaquip Foundation Walk4MD has raised a total of $870,000, achieving our fundraising goal.
Thank you, participants, donors, supporters, volunteers, firefighters, friends, partners, sponsors, and our staff. This event and the critical funds raised are only possible because of your commitment to the neuromuscular community. From the bottom of my heart, thank you.
It is unbelievable. Despite a pandemic, despite not being able to go out and raise funds in person, you have all shown dedication and passion to make this possible. Thank you to our sponsors, the Tenaquip Foundation, Roche and Robitaille Equipment Inc., our media partner Global, and to all of you who took the time to send emails, post on social media, and ask your family and friends and neighbors to donate. Thank you. It is thanks to you that we have been able to achieve this result, and we cannot thank you enough for all of your efforts. Today, when you go out and do your Walk4MD, do it with pride, knowing that you have helped to truly change the lives of Canadians across the country.
Our event is now coming to an end, but before we all go our separate ways, I just want to remind all of you to capture this day. Take pictures, videos, make social media posts, and tag us. Be sure to use our hashtags as well to ensure that we see your posts so we can share them. Keep spreading the word, keep raising awareness, keep pushing barriers. Thank you to everyone who made this day possible. It's time to get out there and walk and roll as one. Now, let's over to our friends at the Regina Fire Department to lead us out.
Good day, everyone. My name is Carl Adam, and I'm with the Regina Professional Firefighters Association Muscular Dystrophy Fund. This is my lovely friend Mindy Strong from our local Muscular Dystrophy chapter. And we're here to thank everyone from the bottom of our hearts for coming out and supporting such a noble cause today. Very hot, sunny day in Regina. Ready, Mindy?